Today I'm going to show you how to create a cool dashboard for your business. Dashboarding is important for businesses to be able to visualize their data instead of having to get it in reports or numbers on a page. Sometimes that can get boring enough, and executives who don't have enough time to digest data on a page a lot of times can digest that information quickly and easily if you give them a good visual of what they need to know about. So what I'd like to do is show you a quick dashboard that we made for our bookstore in order to shelve the bins of books that we'd created. So we would go put them on a shelf, and we had a barcode system where we knew what the bin number was. We knew that the book was in that bin. And then when we went out to the warehouse, we would put it on a shelf and scan the shelf, so we knew the shelf unit, and we knew the shelf that it was put on, 1 through 6, starting at the bottom and going to the top. The challenge was we needed to tell where to put each bin. So we would tell the youthful people that we had working to shelve the bins pretty much where to put it. So here we go. Here is our dashboard, and it basically is just a 2-color dashboard. The red shows where we have empty spots on shelves, and the green is where we have the shelves that we don't want any more books on. Now, how did we accomplish this? Well, let's take a look. If we go to Design View here, we'll see that we have these individual cells. So what you'll notice is this is a label, and the label says 1E6. The actual field, if I can click the actual field is what we change the color on. So the label has the shelf number, and the color behind it is the color based on the data that's contained in that cell. Now let's show you how we did it. We have an event procedure when it loads, and that event procedure, when we click on it, brings up this code. Our shelving was very regular. Now, you couldn't do this if all your shelving was irregular, like you had 6 shelves in some areas and 10 shelves in another area, and you had rows that were different bin lengths or different shelf unit lengths. Fortunately, we were able to build our warehouse from scratch, and because of that, we were able to make everything regular. So all the shelf units had 6 shelves. There were only a certain number of shelves in shelf units in a row, which happened to be 8. So you see the shelving right here. You see 1 through 8 for the units going back, and then you had another check digit here to denote another aspect of the bin itself. First, we took the RGB value for red and the RGB value for green to be our colors as we analyzed the data underneath each cell. We dimensioned an S, a U, and an R for the strings. And then we dimensioned a word just called shelf as a string. And then we had, our looping integers here, 1, 2, and 3. So we would loop through count 1 here, and this would assign the variable S equals whatever the count was, 1 through 6. And as it looped through that, it would come down and loop through the next one, and then would loop through the next one. So now these are nested for next loops, so that eventually when you got down here to shelf, you had a 3-digit code. Okay, so now what we do is we get to this part in the code where we've looped through all of these and assigned the various variables to U, A, and R. We concatenate U, A, and R here in the shelf variable. And then we have a DLOOKUP here. Now the DLOOKUP, this DLOOKUP here takes the count of location. In other words, the location in the bin tells us whether a bin exists on a shelf. So what we do is we look at the shelf and find out if there's any bins that have that as the location. So that 3-digit location, do we have any bins that have that location assigned to those library bins? So we'll count them up, and then we'll come over here to the next thing, and we'll count the locations and the container, and we will, once we get those counts, we'll take the shelf, which is the 3-letter code that we've created and compiled with those 4 next loops, and then if that's greater than 0, then we'll come over here and we'll say our image color is going to be green if they're greater than 0. In other words, we have stuff on the shelf. And if the shelf doesn't have any books on it, then we change the color to our variable for red. And we iterate through those loops, and when it's done, it gives us our dashboard. So let's put this down again. Let's go ahead and close this. And when we double click on it, you saw how fast it looped through that. Now, the data happens to be on my hard drive, and my hard drive also has the front end and back end data on it for this. So it loops through it pretty quick. It took about 2 minutes when the data was on just a hard drive that was on the network in another location. So it doesn't take too long to loop through all those and figure them out. And it gave us a good dashboard that we could be able to have the children know what shelf we wanted them to put the library bins after they took the pictures. So I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please hit that like button. We want to grow the channel and get it out to more and more people. If you would help us with that by subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you again later. Thanks.